Right.
And then back to your question though. I'm gonna say it's either the redeemed 12 tribes of Israel
Right.
mixed with the 12 disciples, or quite literally, it is just a group of celestial beings.
Right.
There's nothing in the context either that says that John is actually speaking to a redeemed church. And
Right.
what I mean by that is you would have actually expected some kind of reference to an ecclesia, some kind of reference that says, "Oh my gosh,
Right.
I know you," or some of that degree.
Hmm.
And it's never really said. And
Right.
the use of the pronouns indicates, because the original pronouns, I'm going to be honest, are third
Right.
person. They're
Right.
not first. So you wouldn't say us. You redeemed us. The
So
singing, uh huh.
I'm gonna throw a little curve to you and see if you've ever thought about this. Maybe you can say,
No,
you know
go
what,
for it. Go for
Shane,
it.
you are absolutely insane, Shane. Do you think,
We'll do it.
this is me spitballing here, that perhaps John was talking to Daniel?
How do you mean in what verse?
Well, when we go to the book of Daniel,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Nebuchadnezzar,
7:10.
yeah, Nebuchadnezzar bows down before Daniel. Daniel allows it for some reason. Kind of weird, kind of a weird verse. But the angel tells him, this is not for now. Seal up the book and all this kind of stuff. This is no need for
Mm-hmm.
you to understand this right now today. Go to your lot, which is interesting. Then all of a sudden we get someone showing up giving John a little bit of a tour through the book of Revelation, basically. Here's what's coming down the
Mm-hmm.
pipes and all this stuff. And almost like John does the kind of the same thing as what Nebuchadnezzar does, except this thing, this person or angel, because again, Jesus said in the resurrection, we're going to be like angels, which is interesting. John pays homage to this angel type figure, and the angel says, "Don't do it. I'm like your brother. I'm basically like one of you," kind of thing, which is interesting the way
Mm-hmm.
he says it. So I start thinking, man, what a blessing it would be for Daniel to kind of be there, maybe as one of these elders or
Mm-hmm.
something that gets a little bit of a privilege to show John around a little bit,
It could
because
be.
one of these seventh angel that has the seventh vial puts the vial aside. I don't know if he put it on his belt and just hung on to it for a little bit, but he gives a tour to John and says, "Hey, come here for a sec. Come over here." Like he's got the vial in his hand, the seventh one. And he's like, "John, I know I just cast that out to earth and everything that went on. Come with me. I want to show you the bride of the Lamb. I want to show you New Jerusalem coming down." And I'm like, this is different. Something is going on here. And John is always like, I don't know what I'm seeing here, right? Like he's like, I don't know, right? And that's a mirror of I think Ezekiel, or no, Zechariah, probably Ezekiel too, but Zechariah had that problem too, where an angel's peppering him, saying, "What do you see?" And Zechariah's like, "I don't know. You know. I don't know. You know." It's like, well, it's women with lead. Like there's a lead, like you don't get this, a lead plate, and women are in there. You don't get it. Four
Yeah.
horses on the tree. Like it's, I don't understand Zechariah. But the point is, Zachariah's like, it's almost like the angel's asking him, "What do you see?" And he's like, you know. How about you tell it to me? That way I don't get it wrong. It feels like
Yeah.
John is being approached the same way by an angel saying, "What do you see over here?" And he's like, I got nothing. I don't want to say
Yeah.
the wrong thing. I don't
I
know.
I mean,
It's me
I'm not.
spitballing here.
I'm not gonna shoot the idea down. It does sound promising. I just when
I
I
can't prove
was
it, but it's just kind of weird.
well, we've got a good point. I mean, the reason, like I say, what I do is too is because when we look at pronouns, alphabet police.
Mm-hmm.
But when we look at when we look at pronouns, I mean, in the Greek, I mean, you can. The nice thing about pronouns is you can actually go and look at who is being talked about. Like when I heard people say, like, well, the myriads upon myriads, thousands upon thousands are the redeemed church. You know, And what's funny about that is that the pronoun does not match that. That
Mm.
is a state of the what you do is you go to the verb in the nearest clause or in that clause, and you disinfect an object. You go through a couple of things first, and you match it in gender, number, and case. Well, case is determined by the verb, but it's the first thing you come to. And what's really crazy is that when I've matched the pronouns, and what's nice about this is that you can't go wrong. This is a very nice way of checking, and it leads you right to where you need to be. Every time I've checked those pronouns to see if it's the church or not, it always refers to an elder or an angel. In other words, there's no church that could possibly match in a pronoun. So whatever is referred to as them or him, it's not going to refer to anything within the church. It's not going to do that. Um, in fact, I did one earlier before I came on, and it's just again, it's one of those things where it's like it's good because it kind of shows you, okay, it keeps you sober to the context, doesn't let you wander outside.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like I said, I one of the biggest things people will go ahead and throw out there is the we were redeemed, we're singing new songs. But the problem that I have with that is the pronouns really should not be first person. They should be third. Third person is actually more accurate, which is the them. They're saying about them. Because Shane, here's what happens. I ran a test and I decided to count, okay, let's play a game of referent. Referent is the person or persons being referred to. Can we do this? And I went ahead and I started testing it out. Okay, what I came to is this: some manuscripts had said them, some had said us, some had interchangeable ones. Now, in the end, it came to, again, wasn't the church. But even if, let's just say, some of the pronouns held, here's a problem that I noticed. These pronouns used do not catch the proper referent. It's like a glitch. Because you wouldn't sing about people yourself from first person to third. It's very weird. Greek likes to keep a very close tab on a referent. It doesn't just kind of block and say, well, here's the referent, here's the next referent. No, you will be just, boom, here's a referent point. And I've noticed, because some will read in their Bibles, oh, yeah, it says us. It should not say us. The better would be uh, autus, because it'd be accusative. You redeemed them. And it'd be accusative because it affects the object. They are affected by what? The purchase, by the redemption. It wouldn't to me, any way, shape, or form be uh the church, at least not till, like I said, seal one, where
Right.
AC is revealed and we get taken, luckily we get taken up. But that's
Yeah.
just, like I said, me, because of course that's just me being doing the basics, and this isn't even really my opinion. This is just basic grammar. I'm just saying,
Sure.
hey, do you
So
match?
let's
And because uh-huh.
I was just gonna say, so let's go off of that. Let's just say for example that the church is getting raptured a little bit later. What do you
How
think
later?
later than the verses that you're mentioning there with the groups of people and all that stuff? That's all I'm saying. Like let's deal with those
Okay.
group of people saying that they're not, let's say they're not the church. What do you think happens to a person what, and then maybe this is basic 101 and stuff, but some people still wrestle with this a little bit. What happens to us as a Christian after we die? Where do you think we go?
That one's been a
Sleep.
tough one for me. Well, as of recent, what I've noticed is that your spirit, your soul, all that, you pretty much, if you're dead right now, currently,
Yeah,
body's in the ground, but you go to the Lord, right? And then the rapture is your day of redemption, of course, where the body is now redeemed. It's perfect, just like everything else,
right.
pretty
So where
much.
do we get that idea from? Do you know? I can tell you, but I don't want to tell you where we get that idea of
How do you mean?
separation from the body. Hmm?
How do you mean?
The idea that our body goes into the ground, which it does, we know this, that's factual, and dissolve, it
Yeah,
returns to
yeah,
the dust, right? But
yeah.
then we go, our spirits go to heaven without our body,
Hmm.
right? That's, I think that's what a lot of Christians believe. I don't agree with that. Some people say they go to sleepy town and they wait until one day, like soul sleep, all this kind of stuff, right? I don't believe in that either.
Yeah.
But here's what I believe, and maybe you can figure it out in the Greek. Um, Paul talks about in 1 Corinthians 15, and he talks a lot about when he's absent from the body, present with the Lord. Like we get that. Like you're in
Yeah.
heaven, clear. But he
No,
says something
no,
interesting.
It's not.
It is clear.
I've been silent long enough because you
Okay,
got to read before that.
Okay,
He
let me
says,
finish.
I just
Let me
Okay.
finish. Let me finish.
for a dollar.
Yes, you're right. He desires, but it's also known to us that to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord, and that's what he desired. Like he's like, but I have to stay here with you guys. Like I'm wrestling with this stuff. That's fair. That's
It's
fair.
better.
Yeah, it's better that I be here with you guys right now because he's writing all the scripture now. But in 1 Corinthians 15, people are arguing with him saying, okay, Paul, I get it. There is a resurrection right now today. I get what you're saying that Jesus Christ is the resurrection. And when we die, we get a new resurrected body. I get that, Paul, but what kind of a body are you talking about? And he's like, you fool. It's not the body that got planted into the ground. We get a new spiritual body, one that is eternal from heaven, from Jesus Christ himself, designed by Jesus Christ. And most people believe that we get a new body. So we leave this one and we go into another body. The question is always when. But Paul makes it pretty specific that when we die, we get a new body, a spiritual body, because there's two bodies, one from Adam and one from the second Adam from heaven that Jesus Christ himself designed. And most people believe that, but they think that we got to come back for these dust bodies, that we're in heaven as spirits, like Pac-Man ghosts floating around, and we try to hug Jesus and we're like, I can't hug you because I got to go back to earth and I got to get my body that was raped, dismembered, let me down my whole life. That's the body we need. So they're looking down at heaven when Paul says, no, we get a new spiritual body that is eternal. So I'll let you unpack that in Greek at another time. That might be another video. But again, a lot of people are
definitely.
like, we know we're in heaven because they'll preach it at funerals. But a lot of people say that we're just spirits in heaven, ghosts. And that is a pharisaical teaching. That's from the Talmud. That goes all the way back to the Sadducees, where they're like, yeah, no, we just dissolve. Once we die, we just dissolve into the universe. That's where that comes from.
Yeah, they didn't believe in. No, you're right. Yeah, they didn't believe anything like a resurrection or anything as such. Once you live, you're dead, which is why they always had the idea of carrying on a seed. And I've always, not to get off topic, but I've always had a problem with things like the marriage verses, because time is, again, of the context. It's not semantic. So I won't get into that like tonight, but I just mean like
we need another video. That's what we're running out of tape right now. We're running out of film.
I know.
But
just
you
like
know
the
what?
Illuminati card.
Yeah, I do appreciate you being on the show. Go ahead, Steve. Maybe we'll give her a little bit of our final thoughts because I do have to go to sleep eventually. But I don't want to cut it down prematurely. But I want you guys to each have your final thoughts. So we'll go Stephen and then Noah. And I just want to say I greatly appreciate you being on here. And we got to do this again. This is fun.
Man. Heck yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Steven, you want to go first?
Yeah. My final thoughts are, remember we were talking about doing the Rapture live. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can't hear Steven.
Okay.
I can hear him.
What's he saying?
He is saying he thinks you are awesome.
Oh, thank you, Steven. I love him. No, he's my friend. Is that what he said?
What's that? No, he didn't say that, but I felt it from him.
Yeah.
Me too. He's got that warm part. I know he said it.
Okay. Noah,
if I
tell him I'm going to send him a link right behind this.
Okay, he's gonna send you a link.
And we're gonna just change horses for just a little
Like to
bit.
come back on again?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I can't hear what he's saying.
Okay, he said
Yeah.
we're going to change horses.
We're
Whatever
going
that
to change
means.
horses,
Okay,
and
well,
we're
that's
going to
good.
go further, and we're going live on my channel.
Okay, you're going to
All
go
right.
live onto his channel after this show.
Yep.
So he's going to send you a link. Look for it in your email.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
that's fine. No problem. See what I
Okay.
can do.
And
We're
I'm
going
going.
I still
live.
can't hear him very well.
I'm going to sleepy.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll let Noah wrap up, and then you guys will jump onto another show. So
Yeah.
for my audience, go check these guys out on Mission for Christ because they're going into triple overtime.
We
Right,
are.
so, final
That's
thoughts,
it.
Noah.
That's exactly where we're headed right now.
Yeah, no, I'm very glad to be on here. Thank you for inviting me, dude. That's very amazing. I'm very blessed to be on here. I want to meet you actually for quite a while, and it's cool to get to meet part of the gang from Uptime. And I'm
Yeah,
just glad to be
awesome.
able to share I'm glad to share what I have with you guys because it's a big deal. I mean, we really don't have much time left. If all goes well, and I really think it's going to with the peace after this war happens, and we're going home. It is
Right.
literally a number of days once that happens. So I mean, we don't have time at all, and it's time to get excited. So, and again, for most of you guys, again, gospel is something that we are convinced of, that we're persuaded by. So when we believe, we're believing the statement of truth about what God did, which is what He rose His Son from the dead. And now all that He's asking is for our confidence, our trust, and really to be persuaded by what Christ did. Are you confident that that blood was enough to keep you saved and to save you? If so,
Right.
you put your faith in what He did. That seals a person. There's nothing more. And next time we'll get to James 2 because that's a big verse that people don't understand either, and you'll love it. It really is faith alone. So just keep your
That's
guys'
awesome.
faith in the blood and nothing more. Not your works, just strictly what Christ did for you, nothing more. So, and
That's awesome.
once again, I'm glad to see all of you once again because I haven't seen.
I was just gonna say, I just can't believe you're 23. I can't believe it. I need to see some ID. I gotta see ID.
Ask Noah. Ask
Well,
Noah
my
if
pants
he's
are
got-
downstairs, but I could
if
probably
he's got the
grab my
link.
wallet if you want.
I'm kidding.
No,
I'm
I'm
kidding.
kidding.
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Yeah. But yeah, no,
That's
I look.
awesome.
Do I look older or do I look older or younger?
You look older. You look
How
a little bit
old?
older.
I get
like the face looks young, but the beard throws me off a little bit.
yeah,
With the
I
light
get that a
beard.
lot. Do I look like I'm 30 something?
No, like I'd say late 20s.
Late. Okay, there you go. Late 20s. All right, I'll take that.
All right, awesome,
All right,
man.
my man.
Well, I'm gonna say goodbye to
Ask
everyone.
Noah if he's
Okay.
gotten the link.
Okay, check and see if you got a link. Steven just
I
goes
did.
all night.
He
I
can.
don't know
He's
if you can
crazy
hear
like
me.
that. He'll make it happen.
I don't think he can hear me. He's crazy.
Oh, I can
Yeah,
hear
he
you
can't hear
fine.
me.
Oh, he
either.
can hear me. Oh, whoops.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm setting it right now. Public. There
I
we
still
go.
can't. I still can't hear
All right.
him. Ow.
All right, so I'll just throw you guys
All
in the
right.
back, and I'll show a video to end my show, and then I'll just sign off, and you guys have fun on your next podcast. Awesome.
Sounds
God
good,
bless
you guys. All right.
See you later. Bye.
See you, Shane.
All right, see you, bro. Have a good night.
Good night.
See you later. Steve's like, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I'm going on to my next show. All right. Thank you guys for being on here. Really appreciate you guys. And I will see you in another video. Bye for now.
Black Swan Revelations here on YouTube brought you today's mind-bending journey. Dive into the discussion, your comments, questions, prayer requests, and powerful testimonies of Jesus' love are what fuel this community. Did today's episode hit home? Smash that like button. New here? Subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss a live stream or a video upload. Thanks for being part of today's adventure. Catch you in the next video, or maybe even in the clouds. Stay curious, stay blessed.